Kickoff just moments away as we've arrived at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Jaguars. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott's joined by my partner Brock Heward. It's going to be Logan Cook to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver, and we'll see what they do here on second down. Well, as we get a look at their key inactives this week, we can tell they've dealt with their fair share of injuries, but Brock still playing a lot of winning football.
They've just been able to feed off that adversity. Every time they've won with guys out, you can just feel it. It's like a boost. Just that boost of morale that we can do this. And those guys who are out, the ones recovering, well, you know they love to see it. It's pushing them to recover and get back out there so they can be a part of this run. Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former number 1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves. That's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Etienne. Jukes away from one. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game. The officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Lawrence working from the gun. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
This is Walker on second. And he's going to get this up to the 23. Stopped just shy, though, of getting that first down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes the defender. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, set up.
And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars go up 6-0 here in the first. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
From the gun, Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith in Jigba. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. First down, Seattle.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Walker on first down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
19-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. The defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Well, you can see he gets the ball and he sees the defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the screen for ETN. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's ETN on 1st down. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Mafe bringing that play to a halt. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10, around Robinson. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call and take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd down. At the Jaguars.
Darnold now to throw. That's more of the catch out left. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. So what these D tackles work on in the league, you got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Etienne again. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Call it a lone yard on the run. It's going to be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. On fourth down, here's Lawrence. Pass complete, screenplay. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Lawrence trying again on second. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10.
And the pistol again around with ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, we'll all look back at the play-by-play and see that that was a run for 0, but it felt like more than that. It felt like offensively, that's a confidence drainer, and defensively, it's a momentum builder.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Hauled in left side. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. They'll run here, ETN. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's the first carry for LeQuint Allen. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's second down.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That one connects. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's good.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Hey, run.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball's going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing here, Darnold. It's caught, Barner. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Ooh, puts him air under this one, right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence looking to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down throw, Lawrence. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
Now Lawrence. Dumped off to his running back. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Slot man in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down, looking for options. Dumps it off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Okay, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now a carry by Etienne. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
Here's Robinson up the middle. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Walker now from the gun. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. The gun. Here's Darnold. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Darnold with a quick pass out wide. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Number 86.
Going to be some good old attaboys over there for that defense right there, rallying to the tight end. Oftentimes on 3rd down, those tight ends move the chains. That was not the case as they pursued and stopped him short of the sticks.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
16-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. Jaguars first down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now it's Lawrence.
The Seahawks 39-yard line.
They're still going at the 30. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Back to the air, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Complete right side to Washington. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Has it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. ETN. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. On his little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
2nd and 8.
From the gun, Darnold. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime. Here's the final play of our first half.
Let's go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with
Our
Scott
trip
Hansen.
around the
Scott?
NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. And it's Ray McLeod. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Russell Wilson hooking up here with Darius Slayton. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Giants get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. ETN to begin the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
He dodged the tackle. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Picked up a 5 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Well, as we get a look at their key inactives this week, we can tell they've dealt with their fair share of injuries, but Brock still playing a lot of winning football.
They've just been able to feed off that adversity. Every time they've won with guys out, you could just feel it's like a boost. Just that boost of morale that we can do this. And those guys who are out, the ones recovering, well, you know they love to see it. It's pushing them to recover and get back out there so they can be a part of this run.
That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
First, it's Robinson again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. This one's caught. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. Ball is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy. Route. Son, it's a hike.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the red zone now. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Thomas Jr.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
He's a 24.
Try and run here with Robinson. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
On 4th down, here's Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to it.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
Gun snap, they'll throw. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete out to the right side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Punt team on the field. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Starts his return from the 23. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. 1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They give to Allen out of the shotgun. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Finding Thomas near the sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time in talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pass caught, it's Hunter. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
From the red zone on 1st. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you continue.
And he's got it! That's a layup for a touchdown! The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 35, Seahawks 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Darnold hit and he fumbles it. Picked up by the Jaguars. They had a nice chunk after that recovery, and they're going to take over inside the red zone.
Recovered by the Jaguars.
I'll tell you this, Kate, the duality of quarterbacks in the league today continues to amaze me. It's remarkable how well they can throw it and run it. But in that case, when you turn into running back, what do you got to do? You've got to protect the football at all costs. He doesn't, and it gives that defense an extra possession.
Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Five still to go here. This is second down. Lawrence working from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Third and a lone yard coming up.
It's third and 1.
Robinson on the inside give. And he blows through the defense for a touchdown. The Jaguars keep running away with this. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead.
Seahawks 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Seahawks offense running out now. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Throwing on first, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down. Out of the the gun. Here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB's still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, Lions.
Staying with Robinson. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Taken down behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
5 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
Caught the motion, man left. Going is Darnold on 3rd down. All the left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down. Now we'll see the medical team head out to the Seahawks. Have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. A toss now to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jaguars 1st down.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
On the handoff, Allen. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
He was taken down by Boye Mafe.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 26-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that play. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Handoff for Robinson, running right. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, easy! Route! Here we go.
Run it with Robinson from the pistol. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
Down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Hey!
It's Allen on 3rd down. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a 1st. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Running with Robinson. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Little knocks it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
For the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Hits him on the in route. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Play fake, Darnold. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, the Jags got it.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, Ron!
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Hey!
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
A 2-yard loss on the play.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars close to picking up their 5th win. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
Hey, easy, route.
3rd and long for him here. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him, actually, at noon season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Jerks away from one. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, they were hoping. They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
And the 11.
To the air on third and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. So that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And we'll see if those 3 timeouts get used defensively, Brock, but this one is over either way. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's Robinson. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
Demarcus Lawrence on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
All right, let's go.
Hand off Matt Robinson. Well, he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Brought down right at
Here they
the line
come.
of
This is
scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We'll start in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And how about a big play here from the Jaguars defense? This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Jaguars are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's the second-year quarterback, Michael Penix. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Falcons get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Cowboys. And it's some big D for Big D, the Dallas defense. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Cowboys win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.